So, Rob, I know you're itching to talk about the Trump Boxgate. Which, again, there was news today that they did release the affidavit. It's redacted, so we don't know much. But basically, we know what happened.
Yes.
I mean, what I said happened, and I know people who are close to Trump who said, you have no idea how right you are. When I said he had no idea what's in the boxes, he just thinks it's mine.
And I don't need any of this. I don't need this stuff. And I don't need you. I don't need anything. Except this. This ashtray. And that's the only thing I need is this. I don't need this or this. Just this ashtray. And this paddle game. The ashtray and the paddle game, and that's all I need.
He doesn't care. He doesn't read. He never saw what's in the boxes the first time.
And this remote control. The ashtray and the paddle game and the remote control, and that's all I need.
But there is stuff in there. I mean, when they say classified, it could be anything. Lots of stuff is classified that is not.
But they've identified these classified things as there are 184 of them, and they've identified what they think is in those classified documents. And you just have to understand this. People have to, prima facie, on its face, the man broke the law.
Yes.
You can't take documents from the White House to your personal house. No. That's breaking the law. That's breaking the law. So we know he broke the law. The question is, how badly did he break the law? And he's going to, he's going to get indicted for this. There's no question about it.
The beginning of the end?
The beginning of the end.
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 It's the beginning of
the end.
The beginning
of the end.
Some perspective on this. When we have these classified documents that we look at, top secret documents, I can't even wear a Fitbit. We go in this super duper silent room way at the bottom of the Capitol called the SCIF.
Right.
And we look at the documents. And this guy, we now know 184 classified document, 25 of them top secret. And by the way,
well, I don't need my dog.
countries that want to do us harm want to see these documents. Human intelligence is what they just are reporting today. That means that these people could have a target on their backs for KGB hit squads, you name it, going after them. And so he literally put them in a place where they rent out golf carts, badminton sets, and croquet sets.
Hey, wait a minute. That's only 50 cents.
Yeah, Lou raised the price of Coke. He's been losing it to track.
Well, I ain't paying no 50 cents for no Coke.
You ain't getting no Coke. What I'm talking about?
And that's what he did with the nation's top secrets, and that's why this is such a serious breach.
He's not going to get past this one. He can't get past this one.
He can't get past this one?
No.
You know how many times I've heard that on MSNBC?
You know, he's in big trouble.
Trump's in a lot of trouble.
It's a sign of a terrified old man who feels the
walls
closing in. The walls
are increasingly
closing in on him.
We got him now.
No. You know what you've heard? No. Here's what you've heard. Here's what you've heard. You've heard that he was dead during the Mueller investigation. Well, Mueller had an OLC memo that didn't allow him to prosecute, even though he laid out 5 examples of obstruction of justice. He was impeached twice, but that's a political arena.
Right.
That's not the legal arena. You can say whatever you want in the world of politics, but in a court of law, you have to tell the truth. And Merrick Garland knows that this man broke the law, and he's being very cautious.
So what's going to happen? He's going to be indicted?
He'll be indicted. Now, will he?
That would take a grand jury, which may have Trump people on it, right?
Maybe.
So that still even when we're in the justice arena, we're in the political arena.
Indicted, indicted. You will get indicted from it doesn't have to go to a grand jury. It probably will, but he will be indicted.
Okay.
He will be indicted. Now, will he go to jail? I don't know. Probably not. He'll probably cut some kind of a deal, and he'll be not allowed to run for president again. I don't know what he'll do, but
What's the boogeyman?
As a matter of fact, it was.
There's no getting past this. I mean, you can make the big ticket is January 6th. I mean, the guy, led an armed insurrection to overthrow the government. That's being prosecuted.
Well, he incited one. He wanted to lead it, but they wouldn't let him go.
Right.
Let me ask you more.
That's fair.
Let me ask you a more nuanced question about this. Is it okay to have a conspiracy to get rid of Trump? This came up this week because my friend Sam Harris.
I don't care what's in Hunter Biden's. I mean, Hunter Biden, at that point, Hunter Biden literally could have had the corpses of children in his basement. I would not have cared.
Was on a podcast. And he said, here's...
What do you mean a conspiracy to get rid of Trump?
I'm going to tell you.
Okay, thank you.
He was talking about Hunter...
I'm going to defer to my lawyer here.
Truer than you know. They were talking about Hunter Biden's laptop, which was a story, and now all the mainstream press has finally admitted it was a real story. It was a real laptop with... Now, look, let's not pussyfoot around this. He was selling the influence of his father, Joe Biden. I mean, most political sons do. Let's not pretend that at least wasn't going on. I mean, some guy from China gave him after a dinner an $80,000 diamond after dinner, as one does.
Yeah.
You know, if you're Naomi Campbell, but it doesn't usually happen. Okay. So Hunter Biden's laptop was buried by the press. Even the head of Twitter, Jack Dorsey, said that was a mistake. They buried the story because they remembered what happened with James Comey and the letter 11 days before the 2016 election. Comey said, we got to reopen this email investigation with Hillary Clinton. And it probably was the last. I mean, she ran a horrible campaign, didn't go to Wisconsin, we know all that. But this was probably the last thing that sunk her. So Sam Harris says it was appropriate for Twitter and the heads of big tech and the heads of journalistic organizations to feel that they were in the presence of something that is a once-in-a-lifetime moral emergency, meaning Trump.
That's just a conspiracy. That's a left-wing conspiracy to deny the presidency to Donald Trump. Absolutely, it was. Absolutely, right? But I think it was warranted, right? And again, it's a coin toss as to whether or not
Sam, I'm sorry.
That particular piece.
I'm really sorry. I was the one that said we should move on, but you've just said something I really struggle with there, which is
the kids in the basement.
Fuck the kids in the basement. I'm interested in democracy. You're saying you are content with a left-wing conspiracy to prevent somebody being democratically re-elected as president.
Well, no, I'm content. Well, but the thing is, it's just not left-wing, right? So Liz Cheney is not left-wing, right? Liz Cheney is doing everything in her power.
You're content with a conspiracy to prevent somebody being democratically elected.
But there's nothing. Conspiracy. It's not. It was a conspiracy out in the open. But it doesn't matter if it was. It doesn't matter what part's conspiracy, what part's out in the open. I mean, I think it's like if people get together and talk about what should we do about this phenomenon. You know, if it's like if there was an asteroid hurtling toward Earth, and we got in a room together with all of our friends and had a conversation about what we could do to deflect its course, right? Is that a conspiracy? You know, like some of that conversation would be in public, some of it would be in private. We have a massive problem. We have an existential threat, right? Politically speaking, I consider Trump an existential threat to our democracy, right? Now, he's not going to destroy the world, very likely.
If he destroyed democracy in the process of protecting democracy...
No, but that doesn't destroy... No,
So he's saying it's okay to have a conspiracy to get rid of somebody as bad as Trump. It's a little bit of a thorny question because once you go down this road, this is sort of where we are in this country. The other side is so evil, anything is justified in preventing them from taking office. Is it?
No. You know what's not justified? Using armed violence to try to kill people in the Capitol. That's not justified.
Answer this question. Answer this question.
What is
was
the
it
question?
Appropriate? The question is, was it appropriate to bury the Hunter Biden?
You're talking about the press doing that?
He's saying that's what they did, and that is what they did. They buried the Hunter Biden story before the election because they were like, we can't risk having the election thrown to Trump. We'll tell them after the election.
And we know for a fact that that's what they did?
this. You don't
but
follow
I'm
this.
saying
You
you
gotta-
know for a fact that that's what they did. I don't know what they did.
I know, because you only watch MSNBC.
No, that's not true.
Well, then you would know about this.
I do know about that.
Well, you're acting like you know.
I do know about that, and I do watch Fox. But the point is, we're going to prove now that the press played, tried to.
They're admitting it.
Shame for yourself.
The press is admitting it.
Yes, that's not even an issue anymore. They're saying, yes, we basically did this because we didn't want this to throw the election. Yes?
I don't know that they've all said this.
But you're a liar.
And I believe
Well,
strongly
the New York
in the
Times
First
definitely
Amendment.
did.
My dad was a reporter. I believe
just
in
got
it.
out of what
And
they just got
I
out of
think
our
you have
lap. I don't
to.
know.
You
And
have
just
to
as I
make
don't
sure
know
that
what's
you're
gonna
treating
happen in
people
these
fairly.
cases. I
But I
believe
think
you gotta
Rob's
let the
point here
Justice
is
Department do their
that
job.
we are dealing
My dad was a reporter.
with
I believe in it. Man
and
who used to be the
I think
president
you have
right
to,
now, who
you have
literally
to
tried
make sure
to
that
lead
you're
an
treating
armed
people
insurrection.
fairly.
But I
And
think
that's why we're
Rob's
so
point
focused
here
on
is
this right now.
that, and
We
I
are
have
dealing,
not been, as you've noticed, as bombastic. Man who used to be the president right now, who literally tried to lead an armed insurrection. About what's going to happen coming out of what we just got out of, what they just got out of Mar-a-Lago. I don't know. And just as I don't know what's going to happen in these cases, I believe you got to let the Justice Department do their job. And that is why I have been so shocked that our Republican colleagues who used to, they used to always be on the side of national security right now, who and support the FBI. And that's not happening right now. So just from a political standpoint, I'm glad that we are standing up for national security.
Okay. So,
That's the only thing I need is this. I don't need this or this. This ashtray. This paddle game. The ashtray and the paddle game, that's all I need. And this remote control. The ashtray and the paddle game and the remote control, that's all I need. And these matches. The ashtray and these matches and the remote control and the paddle ball. This lamp. The ashtray, this paddle game and the remote control and the lamp, and that's all I need. And that's all I need too. I don't need one other thing. Not one. I need this. The battle game and the chair, and the remote control, and the matches for sure. Well, what are you looking at? What do you think I have, some kind of a jerk or something? And this, that's all I need. The ashtray, remote control, and I don't need one other thing. except my dog. Well, I don't need my dog.
You're still here? It's over. Go home. Go.